My Sensei, hello, welcome back to the program, or welcome to the program for the first time. My name is Yvette Henderson.
And I am Rakia Jackson. This is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
That is indeed the name of the program. Okay, one of 20 podcasts that Apple Podcasts loves over its 20 years. 20 years to my name. Is there a doc? There needs to be a Got to Be Real doc. I think that we say that quarterly, but just in case we missed our last scheduled press conference, Got to Be Real, the documentary, Hulu. Since you're all in my Disney Plus, I don't think I'm gonna get over that. I shouldn't be logging into Disney Plus like, ooh, let me watch some Smart Guy. Ooh, let me watch Darkwing Duck. Ooh, let me get all nostalgic. And it's like, but have you thought about watching Alien Earth?
I don't know what that is.
Have you instead thought of watching extraterrestrial xenomorphs rip the skulls out of human heads? Like, no, I want to watch Mickey.
And that's
like, I don't
quality children's
want
programming.
to watch that here.
Yeah, that's what I came here for. Not that other shit.
Hulu's right next to it. I go there when I want to watch The Real Housewives of Alien Earth.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about some Black excellent people. We're gonna start with one of the most valuable players, Asia Wilson, who has made history a little over a week, almost 2 weeks ago. First player in the history of the world of the Women's National Basketball Association. World's Women?
Nope.
Record 30-20 double-double. She's scoring at least 30 points and 20 rebounds in the same game. Asia Wilson dropped 32 points on 13 of 25.
That was so crazy.
Shooting, grabbed 20 rebounds and led the Aces to a win, 94-86, to be exact. It's marked her 14th double-double of the season and her 6th career game with at least 30 points and 15 rebounds.
Yep, that is Asia, constantly raising the bar and being better than just about every fucking body else on any given night.
On any given night. She has shoes as well. And
she does. Thank you, Nike, for sending me them shoes. I do appreciate it.
We're also going to give honor to icon, legend, moment, Wendell Pierce, Tony Award-winning actor and extraordinaire, who's secured a $10 million investment for the Legacy Theaters of Color initiative, which I'm reading is designed to strengthen historically Black theater institutions and amplify their cultural impact.
Beautiful.
The fund will focus on boosting production, marketing, and awareness for theaters such as the Billie Holiday Theater, the Black Spectrum Theater, and the Negro Ensemble Company. So getting the coin, putting the coin back into the community, uplifting the community and our intersections and our niches and our spotlights and our platforms and our passions and our pathways, brightening the future for us, because damn it, if it isn't loud, that they don't want us to have it.
Wow.
So we will dig deep and we will maintain the pathways for ourselves as we've done. Sinners. I don't know why I just randomly said sinners at the end.
This is incredible, though. I know he was just in Death of a Salesman and got a bunch of rave reviews for that. So
he's amazing.
Yeah, he is. Oh, I love to see this. This is incredible. Shout out to you, Mr. Pierce, our Tony Award-winning Black legend, theater legend.
Okay, well, it's time to talk about some Black mess.
Okay.
In Hot Tops. God, I want to start with something nice because we just ended with into Black excellence. Let's talk about Regina King. Regina King was on Scott Evans' show where, doing the usual house guest, Black and Beautiful thing on the program. But she also talked about a new wine that she has created and is launching called Me and You. And it's a tribute to her son, Ian Alexander, who she lost on his 26th birthday. And it's orange wine that she says kind of represents all things him and his love and interests and connection and all of the things. I think, it touched my heart. It made me feel good. I admire the way that she has navigated this tragedy in which most people, I think, would understandably just curl up into a ball and never be heard from again. And that's just, if you work down the block at Palm Ave, nowhere. This is someone who has to be in public and, be Huey.
Yeah, the way she talks about Ian and his choice to end his life is really just groundbreaking. You really don't hear people speak with that much compassion and empathy for the way he was struggling, especially, his mother, their mothers. So she just seems to be really strong and really resilient, but obviously still hurting a great deal, understandably so.
Yeah. But hey, lady, when I start drinking again very soon, I'm copying a bottle. I drink the Black Queens and their alcohol.
Well, good luck. It is sold out online. You're going to have to find it in a store near you because it is sold out.
Hopefully when I begin the drinking again.
Okay, yeah.
That will not be the case.
Okay, yeah. Maybe it'll be back in stock by then.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, Ciara did an interview with Billboard Family, alongside her daughter, Sienna, who's old enough to do interviews now. So here we are.
This was too cute.
They had a quiz. Sienna was asked what her favorite song of her mother's is. And you could see in Ciara's eyes and eyebrows that she was like, oh, God.
Oh, God, please don't do this. CC, please.
Just any song. Just pick any. I know what the answer is. And I'm
begging you not to say it.
Just don't say it. You like that one song Mommy did about life is so good.
You like Level Up.
Girl, shut up. You know I love riding. You know I love. And Ciara was just there like, oh,
little
God.
girl.
She's I can't do anything about this.
Right.
It's a public song. I sang it. It was a hit.
Like,
there's nothing I could do.
It is so cute. Children are just so
It was
innocent,
very cute.
so sweet.
They're innocent. And it's a great song. What do you want me to do?
And Ciara was like, this is what happened when you take your kids on tour. Because, the CC backstage at every damn show, she gonna hear it and be like, wait a minute. Mommy has what? How I ain't never heard this about.
And I know I can tell. Ciara has said to her daughter before, that is not a little girl song.
Something like it.
And made that clear. But Sienna's like, at home, I understand that.
Sure.
At Billboard at work, where we at my job. At my job, mommy, where we're at, they asked me a question.
Oh my God.
And I'm answering the question truthfully. Do you want me to lie to the public? You didn't raise me to do that, did you?
That. I'm not supposed to lie.
So Billboard, my favorite it was so cute.
It really was. It was so adorable. She's so animated and they had lots of questions, not just about that, but like questions about Russell and like what would a song with Mommy and Daddy sound like? She was like, ass, Daddy can't sing, don't do that.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah,
I loved that.
She started singing Rise. Ciara's whole face was just like, you know what?
What can you do?
What can you do, kids? Will
it's a good song.
It is. I mean,
Great video.
You could tell Sienna didn't hear that song before Ciara went on tour. She was like, you've been hiding this good shit. Yeah, but I don't think Ciara played it around her child because of...
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I think, that's why Ciara was like, oh, level up. level up. Like, trying to encourage a kid-friendly answer. And Sienna was like, no.
Wrong.
Incorrect. Just, oh my God, so funny. She's too cute. What an adorable child.
And I love seeing Black children all dressed up for camera. I don't know. It's something community and homey about it.
Okay.
A little Black girl with her hair all done and little bows and stuff in it. And they just, she's probably picked the colors that she wanted in her hair. And she's got glitter on her cheeks. And she's just smiling and being a child and seemingly happy and innocent, like you said.
Yep.
It makes my Grinch heart grow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is literally that. She looks so cute, dressed like mommy with her little kid accoutrement, and just one thing a child gonna do is embarrass the hell out of you when the cameras are rolling and there is an active audience. So,
and vice versa.
Yeah, really cute. Her little butterfly clips. Oh, she's so adorable.
So cute.
Did you see Ciara? You see that clip of Ciara on The Breakfast Club talking about niggas who call Russell Wilson corny?
I haven't seen a clip of The Breakfast Club in years.
Well, Ciara was like, first of all, I don't even pay attention to that. You niggas just be running your mouths. What do I look like responding to every dumb thing y'all say? But also, you gotta consider the source. Like, who are these men calling Russell corny? I bet they don't take care of their children. I bet they don't take care of their families. I bet they don't know how to love or receive love. So that's why you niggas think he's corny, because he's a kind, generous, giving person, the sweetest, most intelligent man I've ever met, and he takes care of his family. And that's corny to you niggas, because y'all are whack. I was like, you better drag these niggas. Do it again. Do it again.
I mean, I don't argue with truth.
And how can you? Like, for all y'all who got something to say, this man is corny because he does what? Loves his wife?
Smiles?
Is that... No, but for real, you niggas need to think about what makes Russell Wilson corny. Because he posts his wife and talks about how beautiful she is and how much he loves her and respects her and is so proud of her and loves their family. That's corny to you niggas? I mean, it's corny to me to have kids you don't take care of and live in your auntie's house and not have a job and be just outside on the sidewalk at 3:30 in the afternoon hollering at people who happen to be passing by. Like, that's corny to me, but you niggas have your own standards.
She just said she was hard not to miss.
To this day, I can't believe nobody caught that. I cannot believe nobody.
Blown away.
That is the rudest shit I've ever heard.
Pre-production, post-production.
But yeah.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah. Ciara, I guess she has this new album coming out, so she's everywhere promoting it. So, why else would you go on The Breakfast Club? No shade. But yeah. Yeah, that really tickled me. I said, yeah, tell him again, because niggas really have their priorities all the way fucked up, just completely backwards.
Let's talk about one of them. So Offset's album is out.
Oh, Christ.
And I talked about how he said he had a record on here called Move On. Yep. And the way that he talked about it or described it in a little snippet that I saw made it seem like he was finally just being like, you know what? It's over and done with. It's time for us to go our separate ways and just put it. It sounded like it was going to be a song, like a reflective piece of audio.
You knew better.
Where we just talk about going.
You knew.
Offset writes and then raps, "Fuck the time that we had, it's erased. Walking right past, I don't know you. You never listen to no rules. You never cook niggas no food. You just go out to Nobu. Telling me shit that you don't do. Telling me shit that you won't do. You fucked around with the wrong dude. Hope your next nigga be great."
Okay. Well, who cares?
He does.
Who
Clearly. That's what I'm
cares?
saying. It's like,
she don't cook. Whoever
this
thought
is
Cardi
corny.
B was supposed to cook? Whoever
This is
expected
corny.
that? You both are multimillionaires, right? Who thought that Cardi was like, oh, let me take them chicken thighs out the freezer and go wash that broccoli? Like, why would you? Doesn't just about everybody y'all know have a personal chef? Why would she do that? What's wrong with just going out to Nobu if you can easily afford to go out? Nobu is McDonald's to you. Why wouldn't you? Bitch, I would be at Nobu 4 times a week if I could. $600 dinners. Are you joking? Like, oh, niggas are
also,
so stupid.
Pardon me for my refusal to lift a spatula for a nigga I've caught 2 to 3 cases behind.
Well,
I don't feel in a rush to cook you I don't know what Cardi B likes to cook.
No, nothing. Like, and is the fact that she didn't cook, is that the reason you kept cheating on her over and over?
No.
No, of course not.
No, this is what I'm saying.
So cook
this
for what?
Is corny.
So cook for what?
Being a fuck nigga, losing your relationship because you're a fuck nigga, seeing the person that you lost move on, because this is what you're really tight about.
Yeah.
Seeing the person that you're with seemingly move on, and now you making records talking about you want to cook no food or clean nothing, you just want to go to Nobu. Bitch, I'm rich. And I was rich before I met you. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. What does that have to do with the price of tea?
And now I'm with a rich nigga.
More. I'm not corny, but Russell is corny for making Ciara laugh and smile and getting the bitch pregnant 7 goddamn times and going to every one of her album release parties and shit like that and propping the bitch up and inviting her to every goddamn thing and probably being honest and asking her how her day was.
Right. But Offset not corny.
This is corny.
Right. But Russell's corny because Sienna had a wicked birthday party and he got Cynthia Erivo to FaceTime her for her birthday. That's corny. That's a corny
and dressed
nigga.
up as the wizard.
That's a corny nigga.
As fucking Jeff Goldblum. Oh, so corny. Here he is making his goddamn family happy, being enthusiastic and
meanwhile,
making his kid, building memories with his kids and shit.
Oh, God. Offset got like 8 kids spread across 3 or 4 different hoes. That's not corny, but this is. Russell taking care of baby Future and calling him his son and treating him exactly like he would his own blood children. That's corny. That's exactly what you niggas need, actually. You niggas needed somebody to step up and treat you like a son. You needed an actual father figure in your lives. Maybe you're just jealous that Future has one and you don't. But it's nothing corny about doing what's right by kids. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that, though. Cardi, even Offset said when they was together that Cardi was the reason he was an active father with the kids he had before Cardi. That is the most pathetic bitch-made shit I ever heard in my life. I can't believe you got me defending this hoe either.
Who was it?
I'm ready to cuss her out too. But I'll be damned.
Who was it? 21 Savage or somebody that said a bitch made him drink water?
You know what? That sounds right. That sounds about correct. And he was like, you know what? I actually never even thought about it. And then a woman was like, your urine's not supposed to be chunky.
You can drink it water. I forgot people drink this.
Okay. Cool. I mean, it's water in everything. That's what niggas say. You don't have to drink water. It's water in everything. All right. Okay. And that's why your urine's dark brown.
You sound like white people about their legs. Oh, the soap just went down. I don't see why that.
You get, when you take a shower, the water absorbs through your skin and hydrates you that way. You don't have to drink none. See, y'all need to stop listening to them doctors and start turning on some Dr. Sebi. That's what y'all problem is. Y'all go into that white man. That's what y'all sound like when y'all be saying stupid shit like women not supposed to have a period.
Speaking of going to the doctors, did you know that Dr. Umar has a reality show coming out called Date the Doctor?
No, I did not know that. And I'd like for that to not be real. So if you could just take it back, I would appreciate that.
Yeah. Dating Dr. Umar. But he says that this is not a love show. He's not looking for a wife. He says, quote, "The ancestors will send them to me when the time is right." Now, I don't know if he means multiple wives or if he...
Because why would you say them?
Like a gender non...
You know he don't. You know good and goddamn well he do not. You know good and fucking well. So, he means his harem of bitches will arrive when Dr. Sebi sends it from the afterlife.
So just before you rush to apply here...
So then what is the show?
He says that he will be just looking for Black women to have, I guess, a sit down with him where he's going to say a whole bunch of the same dumb shit that he always be saying.
Oh, God. All right, Kevin Samuels. That's what this sounds like.
But he said that he only wants Black women who are entrepreneurs to apply. I'll read you another quote.
Okay.
"I want Black women to become entrepreneurs so we can target homelessness." He said, he's looking for entrepreneurs. He don't care if you sell cookies, so mail order. That's what he says.
Okay.
So on and so forth. He says, "I want Black women to become entrepreneurs so we can target homelessness, reduce prostitution, and create opportunities."
Reduce prostitution? What?
So that women don't have to turn to those careers.
But
I'm like, how is this person call himself a doctor and y'all call him a doctor too? Homelessness is not a career.
Right. I said that only one of those is even a career. And if you really wanted to target homelessness and reduce prostitution, you would focus on systemic societal things that stand in the way of that.
There it is.
Not entrepreneurship. The problem is capitalism, not the fact that Black women don't have their own business. That's very stupid.
Imagine if solving the housing crisis in this nation,
what an idiot,
was really just about a reality show where Black lady entrepreneurs sit and listen to Dr. Umar. I'm
why would I do
it's
that?
Like, girl.
Why would I do that? What has Dr. Umar ever said that you was just like, you know what? Never mind. Actually, don't answer that. Please don't answer that. Because a lot of y'all really live for his dumb ass. But
please don't. I don't want you to say no.
This literally sounds like Kevin Samuels' show, except the women all have jobs. And he's going to sit here and tell them what they doing wrong. What are you supposed to be doing? What are you supposed to be doing here? If you're exchanging views and opinions on various issues affecting the African race and Black women in particular, that's what I just found here, then why do they need to be entrepreneurs? If they're how do that go?
No.
And why would Dr. Umar be the person to talk to Black women about issues affecting You're not one of us. Why don't you talk to a group of niggas with a job?
If you really, your intent is to reduce homelessness, prostitution, and to create opportunities, Black women are the last people that you need to speak to. The last, because as Crissle already stated, that is an issue of the economy. That's the issue of the way that money is spent and dealt. That is the way.
Yes.
That is an issue of the way that the government and states funnel money back into certain systems. Like, people are not unhoused or selling sex because, man, should have started that cookie business. Like, what? Right.
People are working 2-3 jobs and can't afford rent and bills. The problem is not what? Okay. Okay. I'm not taking advice from a nigga who don't even speak to his children, a nigga who don't raise his kids. Why would I listen to any goddamn thing Dr. Umar has to say? Why would I do it?
Big X the plug, we just spoke about last week also for saying, shout out to Beyonce for putting the largest on my thing. It's up for me. I'm in the Beehive. Black women love me now. Shout out to Beyonce. He was just arrested in Dallas.
Oh, please say for something stupid and trivial like jaywalking, driving with a suspended license. Please don't let it be something crazy.
Possession of marijuana.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And unlawful possession of a firearm.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was, pistol whipping a woman or something. This is fine.
No.
You forget you can't take weed every fucking where, bro. Although you from Texas, so you knew that.
That's what I'm saying.
So you knew
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you knew that. Okay, well, that's fine. I could get caught up on that same shit.
This is second arrest this year in Texas, so he better be careful.
Oh,
and last time, February was a marijuana possession charge too. So I don't think he's going underneath nobody's jail, but sweetie, you better play it safe.
You need to tighten it up, because don't you have a tour starting next month? You need to tighten that shit up, bro. We can't just be having unregistered, unlicensed firearms and marijuana in a state that don't play with those. Well, I'm actually shocked you can even come up on a gun charge in Texas, because they give guns out. As soon as you hit the 8th grade, you get a free gun. So
that's how I've always felt about Florida. Like such and such caught, because I'm like,
gun charges. And
then what? Who do they shoot with it?
You can have a gun out at the HEB. You can go to HEB with that gun. Fuck you, weed. How is this? What law am I breaking? But they don't play about weed down there.
They taught me how to unload a pistol in second grade.
These crackers look right. Well, I actually did learn how to load and unload a gun at that age, but that was more for safety reasons.
Yeah, me too, but not at school.
Oh no, it's a class at school. We're going on a field trip to Walmart. This is when you could buy guns and ammunition at Walmart.
You really got to do it?
Oh no, I am bullshitting. That would be crazy. That would be so Oklahoma though. God damn, that would be peak Oklahoma.
Because the thing is, I would have believed you.
The way you was like,
you could have fully kept that going.
Yes, Tulsa Public Schools had us on the bus.
This place is that crazy, especially about guns.
Really is, but they probably looking for you at this point. They looking for reasons to arrest you. So gotta tighten that up, clean that up, brother. No, I'm just glad you wasn't beating a woman or assaulting a child in some way. It's sad that's where the bar is, but please don't make me have to stop playing that song. I'm not mad at this.
Can't say I have not felt the same. Spike Lee apparently will not be going around to shop the Colin Kaepernick documentary he was directing with ESPN that ESPN chopped. My assumption, I read when I think this report first came out that he said he couldn't talk about it. They asked him some questions. He was like, I'm under an NDA or whatever. I can't talk about it.
Okay.
In an interview with Business Insider, they asked him if he was planning on shopping it to another network. And he said, no, it's unfortunate, but I moved on. So my assumption, again, from the first time I read about this, is that ESPN has the rights to whatever this thing was. Mm. And they were like, not putting it out, and you can't either.
Lord. And I'm sure this is because the NFL now has a 10% equity stake in ESPN. So
exactly,
I'm sure the NFL was like, oh no, we won't be doing that. Actually. Something that makes us look bad, worser than we already do look.
Thank you.
I don't think so, girly pop. Damn, I wonder whenever they hold on it can't be in perpetuity.
Depends on the contract.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so, but
yikes.
Hate to hear that. Really do, because I would like to see it. Even though I was there, I I remember the story as it unfolded.
But as a Spike Lee joint, come on.
Yeah, I want to see it. So
there's a certain style and so on. Yeah, I would have liked to see that too.
Right.
But I mean, hey, you know who they haven't purchased the right to? Being Colin Kaepernick. Or his life or his story.
You mean the person?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I doubt that he can he can't make a documentary about this with Spike Lee, but he could probably do a project with someone else in another company at a different date and so on. You know, but again, I don't know what they could do because who knows what they signed.
Yeah.
But like I said, when I first read that thing and Spike Lee was like, I can't talk about it, but sounded very annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, ESPN very much put their foot down and told y'all bitches eat dust.
Yeah.
Because we're on the NFL side and there's nothing you can do about it. And you can't take this nowhere. So bye.
Yep.
I mean, everything.
Are you mad, nigga? That's too bad. Straight like that. It's not shit you can do about it either, nigga. In 8 years, you could release it, you know, direct on iTunes or something. But until then, too fucking bad.
Similarly frustrated for our girl Tabitha Brown, who spoke about the Target DEI rollback situation and Black-owned business suffering because of that, and people saying that, you know, she should take her products and basically sell them direct to consumer and so on and so forth, and her having to break down to people, well, I have a licensing
those are not my products, right?
Target.
Right. Those are Target's products.
Those products are going to be wherever Target says
correct.
Going to be.
Correct.
And her having to sit there and go, well, fuck, was the intention to set up a bunch of Black products? Because you know the people who really gonna boycott is us. Right. And the people who buy those things are us. Correct. So she's like, you know, for a Tabitha Brown, things can be one thing, but there are Black-owned businesses in Target that have really suffered because of this.
I'm sure.
Not just because of the rollback, but also because people like myself have gone to walking right past Target.
I've simply been without, right. But y'all thought Tabitha Brown was finna go start making scissors and cutting boards and popcorn and stationery and pots and pans. Like, no, Target was fronting all of that and putting Tabitha Brown's name on it. And, you know, I'm sure she was involved creatively, like with some design stuff, that sort of thing. But that
they have the right.
Yeah, that's Target shit. Right. If she don't have some giant warehouse somewhere with all them products, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna sell it straight to y'all. No, that's really not how this works for most of these companies. So, or most of these brands, these lines. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I really do hate it because I loved Tabitha Brown, you know, these Tabitha Brown branded stuff. I like her. I like the stuff she does. I like her kids show. And I appreciate her trying so hard to get niggas to eat a little less meat, even though we're always like, no. We're always like, absolutely not. As soon as you start bringing out pickled mushrooms and jackfruit and all that, girl, keep it.
Jackfruit that's supposed to be pork. Niggas are like, okay, you are playing on my time. I asked for bacon.
And as soon as you bring that bullshit out, I'm going to just take out my chicken. Because I'm putting chicken in that. But
and niggas, oh my God, if it was prepared for you and it's a little get together, a little shindiggy, try it. Oh my God.
Well,
try it.
Yeah.
If a physician, if a healthcare person was like, you need to be vegan for whatever reason.
Right.
And you suffer through it.
Yes. Or if somebody made, if she brought,
but
if I had like a garden party and Tabitha Brown brought a vegan something, I would taste it.
Try it.
I'll take a bite. I might go put some chicken in it afterwards.
The girls will gag.
I'm going to go put some chicken in mine, not in everybody's. But you know, she had them chopped salad kits. Them shits is good. You just you just put some salmon on top is all I'm saying.
If she's reaching across the aisle, why can't you? So, like, try it out.
Right.
Give peace a chance.
Give peace a chance is so stupid.
Okay. Do you want to discuss the Drake crash out? Or the current chapter? Well, he's not really crashing out. It's just more.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so we might as well. What did he do now? Oh, that Tupac thing? The Tupac chain or whatever he bought?
Girl. Because like what are you
colonizer? Whose mind does that change? You buying that? Who?
I don't know.
Who's like, oh, you know what? Drake bought yet another piece of rap memorabilia. I think I changed my mind about who really won that beef.
But for you to have bought this chain that I feel like I could have looked at it and been like, girl, that is not Tupac. Like, I don't think Death Row ever made that chain.
Damn.
Had anything to do with it. In fact, I feel like that is giving me US1 flea market. That's giving me like...
Yeah.
Swapping.
I've heard it's not real, but you know, I honestly don't.
Yeah, I've
know
heard
for myself,
several,
but yeah,
from several minds within that.
I hope it's not.
He got the chains that should gave them chains out to Pac specifically in 1995.
Yeah,
even though it says 1996 on the engraving on the back of the chain.
Yikes!
And again, you can just look at the chain that Tupac wore and the chain that Drake posted and been like. Okay, so that one that Tupac is wearing is Tupac's and looks nice. That one's ugly. So, just like, it's like get ugly after 30, 40 years. So that's unfortunate. Then he also posted on his story a screenshot of, I guess, a conversation between him and customer service over at Steak.
Shut up.
Where I promise you, with every breathing, he's been trying to withdraw funds from his crypto gambling casino website and been having trouble with withdrawals. So he posted a screenshot with some lovely person named Jovika, who joined the conversation and said, "Hello again. We are unfortunately unable to process your last withdrawal attempt. Hit us later. We'll try again." So he posted on his story and goes, 4 withdrawal attempts blocked on at Stake with no explanation. Is it personal? Is it personal? Is it because why would it be? Don't nobody talk about Stake with you. Right. You have to make them the most money.
Right. Is it? Do you not have the available funds? Is that what it is? Or why are we involved?
I'm thinking maybe Stake. It's more money than Stake can give him.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
At the time.
You know, gambling's a real problem.
But it's like.
It's a real problem.
It truly is.
When
I saw a couple of months ago.
Worse.
You remember a couple of months ago when the doll rented out a strip club and was in there just gambling by herself with a fur coat on, listening to Sabrina Carpenter?
No, I do not remember
No
that.
bitches, no friends, nothing. Just sitting gambling on a huge screen in the club while Sabrina Carpenter was playing. That's when I was like, oh, this isn't a joke. Like, I thought, oh, this is just business. He has he likes to gamble. He has a partnership or actual ownership in Stake. And so he brings up Stake all the time because it's his business.
Okay.
When that baby was solo, like that's some fucking Batman villain shit. Like, that, like who does that? You don't even have like pretty girls around. You don't have nobody in coochie cutters and fishnets with some sparkling, like.
Because that's not what he's focusing on right now. You need to hit these parlays.
Just in there.
Woo, this is so sad. Why would we care about you having issues with getting your money?
What are we supposed to do about it?
You think I have more pull at Stake than you do?
Mama,
I just knew you was joking.
You're Stake. What are we supposed? Like, can't you call somebody? If it's personal, I feel like you could call somebody and ask them.
Why are you on the phone with customer? Why are you on a chat with customer service? Call the nigga who owns Stake.
I'm so confused.
What a weirdo.
I feel like you can call Mr. Steak Alexander Bell
Steak
and say, "Hey, what's tea?" But as Crissle said, even if you have to get into touch with Alexander Q Steak Jr., who has no real pull, what are we supposed to do about
Alexander
it?
Bell Steak is insane. I want you to know. Lord, how weird.
Lastly, in his life, though, apparently he has been spotted. This was forever ago. Why are people just not talking about this? Anyway, he's trending now because he was spotted outside of family court in Toronto on the 27th of March. Some white man was out there recording and talking about him being in the courthouse, in the family court for a couple of days. They even caught him on camera walking into the courthouse. Why? We don't know. But the internet is abuzz that it could have something to do with a mysterious girl that Kendrick Lamar raps about on a song called Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
A girl, rumor has it, to be the child of Drake that he has not spoken about. So him actually buzzing around a family court in Toronto has got people's eyebrows raised. But I'm like, could it be about the kid we know about?
Well, that child is in France somewhere, so I would think, I guess maybe y'all could go to family court there, but I would assume family court is wherever the child primarily lives.
Always go to. Well, yeah.
Why not? Don't you have a jet? Didn't Rick Ross say?
But I'm like, what if he did it? Then I guess his mama would just have custody. I really don't know how it works.
Then that French lady would just have custody, and that would be I don't know. I couldn't begin to guess, but Kendrick did say you had a daughter that you wasn't telling nobody nothing about, and so I don't know. Was what's her name? Sophie? Was Sophie there? We don't know.
Oh, the white
Adonis,
the French
mama,
lady,
yeah,
Adonis's mom,
yeah.
No, she wasn't there.
So then, okay, well, I actually don't care about you hiding a child. I think it's perfectly fine to not tell the world about your children. Too. What is the problem is if you're not taking care of those children, raising those children.
Agreed.
But you don't have to tell us how many kids you have and with whom. That's none of our business. And it's probably for them kids' best interest that we not know. Because look at how goddamn unhinged these people are. Look at how y'all act over this alleged Drake maybe was in family court with a woman. And it's like, look at how y'all are. I Googled it right quick. These reactions, these YouTubes, y'all are not well. I would hide my kids too. I would. True.
And he was just in like Copenhagen or something, walking out of a building somewhere. And some jit, I promise you, this kid look like Gyro Gear Loose, standing outside with a boombox playing Not Like Us and rapping it into a microphone. I'm just like blasting A minor, like he is, as Drake is like getting into a sprinter, waited for him to open.
Y'all play too much.
To walk outside and start playing Not Like Us. I'm like, okay, you see?
That's how Carter
I will
got
laugh. I will troll when I think things are funny. But you can't, that is unhinged.
You're
and
provoking.
Unkind.
Yeah.
Yes, for what?
I wouldn't do it. I don't have that much free time, but it is funny.
Hello. It is like, I'm not gonna not laugh. Minkus pulling up to the fucking
yeah. But unfortunately, I have a job, so I'm not available to do that.
And them's your people.
What you mean by that? I would
not you, Drake.
Okay, I was about to say.
These are your people.
Some mad
blaming you
out there like, no, fuck this.
Is that it? I was gonna talk about Tiffany Haddish, but I'm just gonna wish her the best.
I don't even know what's wrong with her, but okay.
She posted a picture with her and Jason Lee and a baby.
Oh, and right. Is that real?
Cats out the bag. No.
Okay.
Of course not. But I was going to talk about that. She was like guest hosting a late night show or something. And in her opening monologue, she was like, I posted this picture with me and my friend and said cats out the bag. And for some reason, everybody thought I had a baby. Even my own family thought I had a baby. And it's just like, we can't post the picture. And it's like, girl.
Not with that caption, you stupid bitch.
I'm actually more confused by this than the photo with that caption.
Mm-hmm.
This is more confusing. You acting like you don't know why you got this reaction is way more confusing than you posting a picture with Jason Lee and pretending or whatever the fuck that was. Right. That was odd, but I was just like, I guess this is supposed to be a joke that I don't get or whatever. The baby's adorable. But girl, I didn't get it. Right. I didn't get it. I still don't get it. I have no further understanding of it. But
because now you sound like an idiot. What do you mean you don't understand why people thought that? Can you read?
That's what I'm saying. Can
you read the words
you put the cats out the bag?
With you and this homosexual and an infant. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm very complete.
Because that's so fucking stupid. That's just really stupid. And I'm tired of celebrities saying and doing shit just so that we'll pay attention to them. Like, this.
My thing is like opening monologue for Kimmel. My friend Jason Lee and I posted this picture in Cats Out the Bag, and we knew that it would get a reaction. You know, girl, I just be bored.
Yeah.
Child, my whole family thought that I was pregnant, which don't even make, or thought I had a baby, which don't make no sense because they live with me and then always blocking me from getting dick, which was the joke that she used. Like, that would have landed differently because you're like open about the fact that you, for whatever reason, decided to prank your fans and family.
Yeah.
But being like, I don't understand why anyone would think I had a baby when I posted myself and this baby
and said, ta-da! Like, what you think we thought then, dumbass?
Look at what my vagina can do. Like, it's just like,
and surrogacy what did you think? Real. Y'all could have very easily used a surrogate for that baby. So what are you talking? You can have a baby and not ever have been pregnant. And I just feel like it only takes half a teaspoon of common goddamn sense to know that. Like, fifth graders can figure this out. All right.
But you know what?
Yeah, I do. I do indeed.
That's gonna wrap up this week's
this week's. You okay?
This week's Hot Tops will be back.
Oh, Lord.
Hello, folks. We have returned, and it is time for your listener letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Where to begin?
I really want that chicken salad update. I want it so bad.
That's too damn bad.
I know.
Because it ain't in there. But trust me, when I opened the inbox, I was looking for that shit too. Like, please.
Please just put chicken salad update in all caps in the subject. Please.
Because either your brother's out of his mind or your mama did something heinous. But
no, she had to. She had to. You know that he has a story and it will be told. Yeah.
For our entertainment. Thank you. Please let us know. All right. So our first letter this week comes from Whitney, who says, "Hey, y'all, I'm a single mom living in Long Beach, and I moved here last October with my 2-year-old daughter. We didn't know anyone here, and I have no friends, no family, and no support. I've been doing everything on my own since day one." But Russell Wilson is corny? All right. Anyway.
I mean,
anyway. One day at the park, I met a woman who also had a daughter around the same age. Our girls instantly clicked, and so did we. It felt easy, natural, like one of those rare adult friendships that just fit. People even mistook us for sisters, and we'd laugh and say that we were. Our friendship grew quickly and deeply. When I started babysitting to make ends meet, she even bought me a wagon to help since I don't have a car. I babysit her daughter often. She helped me plan my daughter's second birthday party, which meant the world to me because I had no one else. She was a safe space for me and truly the only friend I had here. Our daughters were best friends too, and they loved seeing each other, and we'd often plan our days around making that happen. It felt like we were building our own little village, which is something I've longed for. But then she met someone. I was genuinely happy for her. She's a single mom too, and I know how special it can feel to connect with someone who makes you feel wanted and supported. He moved in after just a couple of months, and she started talking about having another child. Okay. Okay. Again, I was happy for her. I'm just trying to get through without judging.
Very lesbian.
It's like, what? A couple of months? And you talking about... Anyway. Again, I was happy for her, but everything between us changed. Suddenly, she stopped inviting me to things and reaching out. It felt like she built this new life that I was no longer a part of. At first, I tried to brush it off and just tell myself that she was busy, but deep down, it really hurt because it felt like I lost this connection that meant so much to me and my daughter, and it happened so suddenly without any kind of conversation. About a month ago, something traumatic happened to me. I was walking home from the park with my daughter, and a man who I didn't even look at or speak to just came up behind me and assaulted me. He hit me so hard that I collapsed, clinging to my daughter's stroller, which tipped over, and my daughter fell out. I was terrified, shaking, and completely unprepared for something like that. And for weeks afterward, I was barely functional, and I was afraid to leave my house. I was emotionally shut down and just trying to survive. I told my friend what happened, and I was honest about the state of mind I was in and that I wasn't okay. A few days later, she asked me if I could babysit her daughter. I told her I was...
Days later?
Yeah. I told her that I was in a really fragile mental state and barely able to take care of my own daughter, but if she needed to drop her kid off for a few hours, I could do that. And so she did.
Whoa.
But she didn't pay me this time, even though she usually does. And honestly, I didn't feel like I was in a place where I should have been asked to babysit at all because I don't have any kind of support system here and I was barely hanging on. She, on the other hand, has her parents, her siblings, her partner, and other friends. So I felt confused, like, why ask the one person who has no one else to lean on? I know she's done a lot for me in the past, and I've always appreciated that, but this time it felt different, and it felt like I was being asked to give more than I had. The next time I heard from her, it wasn't to check in on me, it was to cancel a future play date that we had planned, which again hurt because I was actually looking forward to it, and our daughters hadn't seen each other in weeks.
This sucks.
I finally reached out and told her how I felt. I said I noticed a shift and I wasn't sure if I'd done anything wrong. And her response was basically that she's going through a lot of positive changes, that she's working and not single anymore, and that she still checks in to see how me and my daughter are doing. But that wasn't what I was trying to say. I didn't feel seen or heard. I wasn't asking her to fix anything. I just wanted to feel like our friendship still mattered. We haven't spoken since then. It's been a while, and I keep thinking about how quickly everything changed. I don't know if it was me and my fault, if my depression or lack of consistency in texting back pushed her away. I get overwhelmed sometimes and I don't always respond right away, but it's not because I don't care. It's because I'm doing this all alone and I'm burnt out and I don't even have the space for myself most days. I miss her. I miss what we had. I miss our daughters being together. And I feel ashamed for feeling like I lost something so important and I don't even really know why. How do I process a friendship that feels like it ended without warning? Is this just what happens when people move on and build their lives? How do I stop blaming myself or feeling like I was left behind? Thank you for reading this. It means more than I can say. With love, Whitney.
Okay, Whitney, sending you lots of love and warmth. You've been going through it. And dealing with a lot. And it sounds like you have put a lot of eggs, energy, and faith into one basket.
Yeah.
And it isn't a secure basket because as close as you grew with this person, as tight of bond as you built with this person, this is not your blood relative of 20, 30 years, and even they can get the chop. This is someone you're still navigating things with, someone who, hate to say it, doesn't really owe you anything. So I think that you asked a really great question in how to process a friendship ending this quickly.
Yeah.
Or out of nowhere. It's an unfortunate fact that a lot of people get in a relationship, especially women and femmes, and act
Say
grand.
Say it. Oh my God. That's exactly what I was going to say.
New.
Exactly what I was going to say.
In every aspect. In every aspect. What they wear is new. What they eat is new. What they see is new, hear is new, taste is new, watch is new, where they go, everything is new. Who is this bitch?
Right. I never actually met this bitch before. I don't even know you, girl. Who is this? Who is you?
Especially in the honeymoon phase, early stages of relationship and stuff. So I would say two things. One, I think you want to try to focus on expanding your village for your health, your safety, your comfort, and all of those things as well for your child outside of this person or this other person. Because I don't know who this nigga is. We didn't really get a description of him.
The new boyfriend? No, we don't know anything about him, but I can't imagine he's great.
I can't either.
I'm sorry. It's weird when mothers move somebody into their home a couple of months after they start dating. That's a let's giant. Give the child a sibling. That's a giant. It could not be a bigger red flag.
Yeah, I would say definitely take a step back from that.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Place a boundary there for yourself, for your own security, for your peace of mind, and the same for your kid. And just start slowly. Give yourself grace, and that it is a slow process. Getting to know people and trust them takes a while, especially today. But it is possible. It's going to happen. Give yourself that that time and that grace and that intention. And also, I would like to say the second thing, if it at all helps, my opinion is that this bitch sucks. She sucks. She sucks a lot. She does. And I understand that, you know, it's like, oh, we started so well and all of these things and whatever. If a new nigga would come into her life and after a month, fuck all the fully wearing shit she doing on her own time in her own, or you know, her own business. But to hear something so terrifying happen to you, and just a couple of days later, I guess because y'all have done the play date thing and babysat and so on, she's just like, oh, so, you know, watch Melissa for me until blah, blah, blah. Until me, you know, me and my nigga going to see The Naked Gun.
Right.
Like, what?
Why wouldn't it be, girl, let me come pick up
my child and I were just attacked.
Yes. Like,
my child in a stroller.
Right. I'll take
and I
the
were
girl
just attacked
for a play date and you rest your fucking nerves.
You have friends. You have a nigga
and
who
family.
has friends. And family. It's dolo for me out here. Yeah. And I was saying that's probably why she felt like, oh, well, I'll just have Whitney watch the baby, watch her or whatever, because she ain't got nobody else. And that is a disgusting.
That's so crazy. Like, oh, like that, I see what you mean. Oh, that's dirty.
Because other friends might have something to do Friday night.
Right. Because they have a life and such. They all city.
Have, but I know that she ain't got shit else to do, so she can watch the baby.
Oh, that is so stank. Oh, what a
This person sucks. And then you're like, hey, I would just like you to acknowledge that things, you know, I'm not being, oh, you got a new nigga. And what about, you know, and just like that in traveling world, traveling pants. What about me? Like, it's what about me? What I feel. Like, she's just like, hey, this is how I'm feeling about such and such. And it sounds like essentially this lady told you, well, girl, I have a man and my life is going great. So I check in
you no more.
Just to make sure that you're still breathing on time or whatever, I guess. But bitch, like, what else do you want from me?
You were just low cost babysitting for her. That's
I don't care
so weird.
Who that person was. That's not who you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. And if you're not dealing with that person because she got a man now, oh well. That's just who you're not dealing with anymore. You can treasure the memory of that person that you met and that person being there in a time when you needed them. And that can even be, oh, look, there are people out here who can be good to you when you need them. Let me keep my heart open. I should take my own advice here. But like, you can leave that lady on the curb where you found her because she sucks. To lack compassion for somebody in that way is just the bright red, crimson, the flags.
Man.
Just blood red.
Right. And especially if you said like the worst thing you did was not text back fast. That ain't nothing. So that, I mean, it really sounds like she's one of those ones, like you said, that gets a man and all of a sudden is like, what friends? I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I got a man now. I agree she sucks. If only. And I do mean if only because she is moving a nigga into her home with her toddler 2 months after she met him. That's some real stupid bitch shit. You really got a fucking issue. Why would you have you ever heard of men? Why would you move
a
nigga you don't know into your home to have 24/7 access to your child who is barely verbal? It just really seems like, the worst idea I've heard in a long time. So,
I'm used to moms being like, or the moms I know that have been single, treating that as like what do you call it? Not a landmark, but like almost like a major milestone in a relationship is when, okay, I'm prepared for him to meet
my child,
this kid. And that's usually months of dating this person.
Yes.
If you are a basic and decent parent.
Oh my God. You don't just bring
okay, now you can be around them.
Right.
Live with the child and work on making them another child to be siblings with. That's a red flag. But as I'm saying to Whitney, that's her red flag.
Right.
But it actually ain't. It can be a red flag for you too, because it also speaks to the type of person that she is.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I mean.
The type of mother that she is.
What? Why would you do that? And I know this nigga ain't got nothing going on, because why would you even want to move in with somebody you just met? Like, both of y'all a mess. But
so if I ask you to watch my baby, that nigga that you just met gonna be over there too? With all the babies.
Come on. Because you think I'm sending my child to your house with a man that you don't know, much less I don't know? Girl.
And I got punched in the head or whatever, attacked on the street. They knocked my baby out the stroller. You asked me to babysit for you 2 days later or some days later, however the fuck.
Right. A few.
And then I'm calling you saying my feelings are hurt. And you're just like, well, my life's tea, girl. I just don't really know what to tell you. She sucks.
What you mean? Things are going really well for me. I have a job and I'm not single no more. And I still check in on you like, okay, that's not what I said. That's not... why are you being weird to me? She does sound like a weirdo.
She's very self-absorbed.
And
at least right now.
Your daughter's only 2. She might not be in daycare. If she is, I would try to make friends with whoever her friends are at daycare. Ask the employees, like, who do Ashley be gravitating to? Like, and you said you met this woman at the park. It's other people at the park with their toddlers. You can make another friend. Everybody is not going to be this strange. Everybody is not going to be the type to meet a man and then be like, fuck everybody else that I know.
Yes.
So I really do feel for you, because you are doing it all by yourself, which is unfathomably difficult. And 2 is such a difficult age because they are ambulatory and they want to die, and you have to keep them from dying.
I was just about to say that. Everything is keeping them from setting themselves on fire. Everything.
Right. As
is
soon
just
as you
reducing
wake up.
the lacerations, stopping the bleeding. Like, every second.
Because toddlers are like, I would love to test the limits of what the human body can sustain. Why don't I just throw myself off of this counter? Why don't I just forward roll into the street? Like,
if I take this paperclip and stick it into this socket,
what might happen? Right. Yeah. You definitely need community for sure. And hopefully you can find that it sounds like it's hard for you to make friends otherwise. So I would be using my kid for that, because most kids don't have, especially at that age, they don't have our issues. They friends with whoever is next to them at the playground. That's your friend now.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing.
Or Labubus, whoever has the Labubu, which I believe are just called the monsters.
Are they?
Why do people say every time I look up a Labubu, it just says the monsters. I think the little ones with the big grinning teeth are just called monsters.
What? Well, that's a terrible name.
At Pop Mart.
Why would you call them the monsters?
I like it better than Labubu.
Labubu actually.
That sounds like the fake name of a ratchet girl in a sitcom from the 90s.
But Labubu is a unique term. The monsters. You Google that, you're going to get 900 pages of scary movies and anything. Like, why?
Probably.
Oh, among the monsters, the most prominent is Labubu. That is so weird.
Oh, so Labubu's one of the monsters.
Okay. I think that's what it is.
Got it. That explains that.
Okay. A small monster with high pointed ears and serrated teeth. Yeah. Horrifying. So Labubu is a type of monster. Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
Because why would
yeah, they find the one with the Labubu. And they'd be like, will you be my Labubu? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're Labubu buddies.
Yeah.
And then you just make friends with whoever that person's. Because like, I think that also helps. You're going to want those people in your circle to be parents.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably are.
Similar trials and tribulations.
So that when both of y'all's kids are tearing up the living room and can't go too close to the cat because they don't understand personal boundaries, and you gotta put a fucking fence up around the Christmas tree and shit. They be like, I get it. And
the cat, as a cat, is like, this baby got
I swear to God,
more time to come over here, and I'm going to beat his ass.
I'm finna pop all on that nigga face. I swear you better get that nigga before I get him first.
And I would also say, to like, in terms of the processing friendship ending weird or fucked up like this, I think Crissle hit the nail on the head, and it's kind of know that this is a singular incident. This person in this situation doesn't represent friendship.
This isn't right. This is one person.
It's not every person you meet is going to do you like that.
Right. But it hurts, of course, especially if y'all were like, y'all are quick friends, relationship deepened very quickly. Y'all call each other sister. Like that's very hurtful.
Of course.
But you can find somebody less likely to toss you to the side as soon as a man sniffing their direction. She sounds like her self-esteem is in hell, but that's not really your problem no more, baby. Best of luck. And I hope you can connect with some other parents and make some more parent friends soon.
You will.
Our next letter comes from Sandra, who says, my fiance and I got engaged in 22, and it wasn't exactly my ideal proposal. I told him specifically when I got the idea that he was proposing that I wanted my nails and hair to be done, and I wanted to be dressed really cute. And most of all, more than anything, I wanted the proposal to be a surprise. He immediately failed at the surprise thing because he told me when he bought the ring and when it arrived. Then I realized the day he was proposing because he set up the date. I usually set up all of our dates, so I figured this was it. Mind you, my hair wasn't done, nor were my nails, and my dress was a basic sundress from Ross, and I was not ready at all and kept dropping hints that I knew he was trying to propose. And since I told him I wanted it to be a surprise, I thought he would wait longer until I wasn't expecting it. Well, he didn't. He proposed by recreating our first date, which was cute for a first date, but it was during COVID, so basically everything was closed. But I would not...
That's perfect.
But I would not have recreated that day for a proposal. So really, I just felt like he didn't listen at all and kind of ruined what is supposed to be my one and only proposal.
Oh my God, I want to die.
We've talked about it multiple times, argued over it multiple times, and I've even suggested that he just try again.
What? I'm sorry. Okay.
I've been losing weight and my ring will need to be resized, so I said that could be a good opportunity to try again and surprise me this time. I'm not sure if I'm doing too much or he's not doing enough. He does pay all the bills for our home because right now I'm trying to build our business as Amazon sellers. Do you think I should just be grateful that he's a provider? He is really sweet, but I'm not sure if this is going to be something I can just get over, as it was really important to me and he knew that. What do y'all think I should do? Thanks for the advice, Sandra.
See now, okay, Sandra, okay.
How delightful.
I feel like we've been advocating for corny niggas, and then it's like, it's gonna be heifers like you who push the needle too far, because you want to be Snow White, you want to be Ariel, you want to be
you want a Disney story,
Tiana without the frog. Like I will give a fuck about marriage. And especially the ceremony around it. Like, I just don't care. I respect everyone's right. I believe every woman should have the right if they're in love and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. I have nothing against it. I'm just not so dialed into interested in the ceremony or the traditional acts around marriage, proposing, engagement, and I don't give a fuck about that. If a nigga wanted to get married to me and I was okay with being married to him, we could be walking out of Ralph's and be like, hey, I got you this. I'm getting married next week.
Let's do it.
What day?
We go right down to this courthouse.
Like Thursdays, I know Thursdays are free. Okay, all right, fine. That's me. So yeah. I say that to say you're not going to get that much empathy or energy out of me when it comes to this, because I wouldn't give two fucks left to Thursday. Mm-hmm. That's one. Two, I just question it in general. Why the fuck? You say the nigga cool, he's sweet, you like him enough to get married to him. Mm-hmm. I want to jump right back to the beginning of this letter where you were like, I want it to be a surprise, but I also need my nails done. I need my hair done. I need new lashes. I need my highlight. Yeah. I need contour. Okay. I have to get a brand new dress. Yeah. Savage Fenty underneath. Yeah. Oh, girl, I also have to get a new bag. Like, but it has to be a surprise. Right. So make sure that you plan an elaborate proposal in fucking Times Square. Right. With a performance by Cat's Eye and Drew Hill and fucking Sabrina Carpenter. And
right. Right. I want Bruno Mars.
And it has to be so right. And Silk Sonic. Right. And the Pips. And so, like...
yeah, bring out Anderson .Paak too, and don't forget.
Don't forget it. Okay. We need an in and out truck. I don't care how you get it.
I don't care.
A sacred booth. And it better be a surprise. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. The only way that could be a surprise is if you always have your hair and nails done and you always dressed real nice and all that. If that's a special occasion for you, how is it supposed to be a surprise, baby girl?
Then it was like, oh, he went to like recreate our first date or something, but it was COVID and it wasn't really giving, so I didn't like it. So I told him to start over. Like, what are you talking about? Most of these bitches never get, like, it is. I'm talking about Temple of Doom. I'm talking about the Philosopher's Stone. It is the chamber of secrets to get this nigga to agree to marriage, to matrimony, much less a happy one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is the Azkaban prisoner.
Girl.
Bitch, it is it is the bridge to Terabithia. It's the lion, it's the witch, it's the wardrobe. Girl, it's the mice and the men. You can't get these niggas to do it. You have a nigga who's like, let me do some sweet, corny shit for you. Mm-hmm. And she was like, it's COVID. Ain't enough people in this Orange Julius. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Why does it even need to be like, if you have a guy who's willing to make a sweet, romantic effort and you really like him, okay, and you're pleased with the ring, because that's important, I guess, too.
Yeah, it matters. I'm supposed to wear it. I need to like it.
And we're talking about the proposal. We're not even talking about the wedding. We're talking about just when he asks you to get married, which, spoiler alert, you're going to say yes because you're planning all of this, but you want it to be a surprise. Right. I don't know why you're nitpicking, and it doesn't sound like there's no point in this letter where you said like, he responded by saying, girl, fuck you and your ideas. I don't even want to marry you, you lame ass bitch.
Right.
Like, he's making an effort, but he's like, oh, no, nail's not done that day. No, this ain't a fresh blowout. No, I don't like this date.
Yeah.
Why does it even matter? Why? I want you, before we talk about this nigga or any of the festivities around it, I want to know why it is this important that the time, place, and manner in which this man asks you a question is so specific. I need to know why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it, but I think
I get wanting it to be romantic.
Sure. I get wanting
or sweet.
I think you really illustrated an excellent point of like, you want it to be a surprise, but you also want all these other things that would, if you don't get your hair and nails done every week or every 2 weeks religiously, how is he supposed to surprise you? Go ahead and pull out your finest Fashion Nova and go get your hair blown out and get your nails done for no reason at all. Like, how is he supposed to? You want it to be romantic and this, you want to look good and all this, but he can't plan the date. So you like, oh, I knew you was going to propose because you planned the date. Well, girl, what is he supposed to do then? Propose at home in the living room? You finna be dressed for that? Probably not. So I think you do need to kind of think about whether what you're asking for is really realistic. Cause I don't. It sounds like you need to. It sounds like you need to turn into the type of person who stay with her hair and nails done if you really want it to be and dressed. You want all,
but that's not even the only problem. Like that, you're 1,000% right.
Well, you said it.
Like you're going.
And I'm like, no, that's really it. That's really it for me because I think I don't necessarily have a problem with you wanting those things, but it sounds like they're incongruent. Like all of these factors together don't go together. And what is that for? Like, do you want all that? It sounds like you want all that so that Instagram and Facebook give you the compliments you want.
Exactly. And you have a wedding for that.
It's more about what people will think as opposed to what you will think. Like,
I can't.
It's more about how other people would see it as opposed to how you saw it or how you felt. You have this dream proposal in your head. That's nice. I'm not saying you can't have that fantasy, but it's not even realistic. And it's not.
You got women like Chrissy Lampkin out here just like, well,
I mean,
been with this nigga since Harry Met Sally, and
that's y'all fault. That's y'all
every
fault.
bit of wife material.
That is y'all fault. Y'all want to be wives so bad, and you stay running behind a man who's not gonna marry you. That's your bad.
And you got a nigga who's like, well, it's COVID, so it is a perfect time to propose to my lady at the Lenox Mall food court.
Yeah,
because it's all for us.
And this is 3 years.
And she's like, ew.
He proposed in 2022. And in 2025, you sent an email to the Reed talking about, I want to do over on my proposal.
If you're this
Girl.
specific about the time, place, styling, lighting, angles, cinematography, catering, like if you're this anal about
it,
how this is going to be, then you need to be involved. And if you're going to be involved, it can't be a surprise.
Yeah, that's really it, sweetie. Unless you the type to just be dressed to the nines to go run errands, like you just looking
just
like a bad bitch to go to Kroger. It is not
and have
realistic.
an engagement party.
You could have an engagement party if you wanted to be dressed up and all cute and take pictures. That's totally separate from the wedding. You get your engagement party, you get your bridal shower, you get your wedding, you get your honeymoon. There are so many opportunities for you to post photo dumps and get all the likes you want.
That's what I'm saying. Who cares?
That's really what it really sounds like. You want likes. This is for social media.
Ryan Coogler does not have to direct the proposal, my love.
Yeah.
As I said at the top of this, he ain't even got to produce my goddamn wedding. We can go right down to where do I frequent? Cold Stone? Oh, not anymore. But some place that sells candy, we can go to It's Sugar and get married, bitch, for all I fucking care.
Yeah.
We can get married right down at the Barnes & Noble.
I would like to look nice at my proposal, if only because as soon as people realize you're getting proposed to, they start recording. And
that's true.
Somebody's going to put that on TikTok, and I don't want to be looking crazy in the dog park, hair all over the place, wearing sweatpants with a hole in them, and here you go talk about, will you be my wife? No, nigga.
No shade. I'll give you this. That part of it, a nigga can finesse if he really just pays attention. Like, unless, like Crissle, I think, said, unless you just kind of all over the place with when you get dolled up.
Yeah.
If a nigga just pays attention or just looks right, he can easily figure out when you're going to get your things done, or he can even plan it for you.
But if he can't plan an event because then you'll know you're getting proposed to. It's like
No, he can plan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have to finesse something to make sure that she's going to have her hair and nails done.
And be dressed. Because she wants to be dressed in something real cute too.
But she can get her hair and nails done. Oh, but I don't know how that works. I was gonna say, like, what if he got her hair and like the dressed part? Maybe it would be like the next day. Or we're going to I got my homeboy hooked me up with like floor seats. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
So like go get, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to this thing. So it's not like, oh, I have to do it all at the same time. Something's up type T. But again, I'm trying to make up a surprise for somebody who it's damn near impossible to surprise because she is planning the proposal.
Especially with this redo.
And how she wants it done.
A redo. Now you know it's happening. How could it possibly be a surprise when you are already engaged?
Thank you for writing this email and balancing the acts and reminding listeners that some of y'all hoes crazy too. Because this doesn't make it.
I don't think you're crazy, but this is. I do think you need to really think about
doing
what
a lot.
It is you want. Yeah. And why you
have
want
to be
it.
A surprise.
You need to ask yourself why you want it. It could be
definitely
that he don't care what you care about, but it doesn't sound like that. You said he's very sweet. He pays all the bills. I wouldn't recommend y'all let a nigga do that.
He's made some attempts and you ain't like him. Which is fair.
And y'all keep arguing about it. For 3 years, y'all have been arguing about this. I actually would not marry you at this point.
I was going to say that too.
I actually would not marry you at this point because
I was going to say the exact
you
same
want
thing.
them likes, girl. You dreaming. You are having nightmares about all the likes that you didn't get.
It has to be that. You make a good point though about just like you're out wherever and people see him get down on one knee, and strangers do for whatever reason record it.
They sure do.
Like I don't know why people do that.
Yeah.
But that is a good point. And also I don't blame you for wanting to be cute and dolled up for your engagement. You're going to want to take pictures and stuff. I think that's fair. But it just seems like you're being like, no, not there. No, not at this time. No, figure it out. It better be a surprise, bitch. Like,
why don't y'all have an engagement shoot photo shoot.
Yes.
Where he's down on one knee and the pictures and everything, the background, everything is what you want it to be. Since y'all are already engaged, why don't y'all just do that and then proceed with the wedding planning and all this? It sounds like this is legit getting in the way of y'all building a life
does,
together.
which is so silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it don't
because
have to be
like Crissle said, it's you're thinking about what other people are thinking. Mm-hmm. You're thinking about the excitement behind posting this huge moment for you. And so like that's fine, but just go in with that. It doesn't have to be a mystery thriller romance crazy stupid love. Right. Like it doesn't need to be that, especially when you have a bridal shower and you have a wedding, you have all these other things that you're gonna have pictures and glam and stuff for anyway, girl. Just
yeah,
that man love you. Because I'd have been just like, girl, well, you tell me when you're ready, because I'm done.
And how much of a surprise could it be if y'all had already talked about getting married and you knew a proposal was on the way? And that's actually what I would prefer to do. Don't ask me out of nowhere to marry you and we haven't had that conversation, because you're gonna get a let's wait till we get to the house and talk about this.
Horror story. True blood.
You about to get embarrassed on this Jumbotron. Don't do that.
Yeah. Don't you ever do that. Don't ever do that.
But I'm not quite so picky about the rest of it. So if I were you, I would book an engagement photo shoot and have my dream moment there and let it go.
Yeah.
Because if he's paying all but he might don't want to pay for that because he's paying all the bills, see. So he's the only one working. You trying to get y'all.
That's right.
So then if he don't want to pay for all that, then this is why women need to have their own. This is why you need to.
And this is why Tim Cook tells you every year that the latest iPhone has the camera. Baby, you better get you a $13.99
and a
tripod.
Fucking tripod. You better set up that little timer, that little 10-second timer. Right. You niggas better get in position.
That's right. Autofocus, babes. Portrait mode and all. There you have it.
Or even, dress up, go to a nice dinner, a nice restaurant. He can tell the waiter. This is common shit. And then the waiter's there. Oh, they slide the ring in on your dessert and they take pictures. Like it. Oh, I don't.
I really don't get it. Like I, in general, don't get it. Mm-hmm. I feel like the proposal in my mind is always like a spontaneous, sometimes fun, intimate thing. Yeah. And you put the bells and whistles on the
on
celebrations
everything
at the end.
Right. You could, as long as we've had the conversation and we've agreed that marriage is where this relationship is going, you can propose to me at a Liberty game. Like, I don't, the rest of that,
Exactly.
Let's just make sure we're on the same page, because you might be thinking marriage and I'm thinking in 2 weeks, this relationship is over. So let's make
1,000%.
We're aligned.
1,000%.
And you could propose to me in the lobby at that point, because
I'm so serious.
Because one thing about me, since I have a job and I can make my own decisions with money, I'm going to have my engagement photo shoot and my party and my bridal showers in different cities so that all my homegirls can make it, and my wedding and my reception with the two I'm going to have all that shit that I want because I have a job and I can
Remember homegirl just a couple of weeks ago who wanted like a specific nanny or cleaners for the house?
Oh, yes, she wanted a cleaner.
And she made more than 2 times what her nigga make. And she was like, he doesn't want us to get this. He doesn't want to get that.
She probably on maternity leave.
When you make your coin.
Right now, right. I want her to write. As soon as that baby get off your nipple, write us back. When you make your coin.
When you do make that coin,
you can make your own decisions. Yes, but...
Tell that nigga the photo shoot is at 11 a.m.
Girl, the last thing I would be doing is pressing this nigga about it, honestly. But good luck. Good luck. He has a lot of patience, because I would have been told you to shut the fuck up about this.
Hair, nails, hips, breasts, location, magic hour. That nigga was like, and flopped. And she told him, do it again.
Do it again. The
and he's still with you.
Anyway.
Bitch, you better hurry up and marry that nigga.
Girl. Good luck, Sandra. Let us know how your wedding goes. I don't know. I pray y'all can stay together.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge if we get
wild,
to it.
sweetie. All right. Let's wrap up the questions there. Again, if you have something you'd like to ask us, you need some help with something, send that email on over to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
Hello, folks. We have returned.
Mm-hmm.
It is time now for the read. I will begin. I have two things to say. One of them is just basic first world frustration. And the other one is just a quick reminder that the world is on fire and it is a lot of y'all's fault. Well, not you if you listen to this podcast, probably, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm reading on IGN. According to Digital Foundry, Nintendo is still restricting its supply of Switch 2 development hardware, and instead,
I should have known.
telling some studios to launch their titles as Switch 1 games that can be played via backwards compatibility. This has sparked frustration among a number of developers, including at least one major AAA studio unable to launch Switch 2 native version of their game.
Lord.
While hardware is given to some indie creators, including the team behind a Campfire Sim that just came out a couple of weeks ago. It's a pretty cute game.
Okay.
So essentially what's going on is a number of things. Switch 2 aren't cranking out enough units as they need to meet the demand. Also going back and forth with a psychopath and tyrant who is like, give me money. And thinking that they were just going to be like, yeah, here, have some. Instead, they said, okay, Super Mario costs $2,000 a game. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
But for me, someone who is privileged to own a Nintendo Switch 2, what this means is that like, a lot of the newer games are not living up to the power of the, like, I might as well have not purchased this hardware because the games being developed and released for it are not using, taking advantage of the power. They don't look as clean or as crisp as they can and should, because Nintendo is apparently instructing developers to just make them Switch 1 games because the Switch 2 will play them anyway. That's stupid. It's very stupid. It's very stupid. I low-key miss my old Nintendo. I can't think of the last time, if ever, that I owned the successor to a console and was like, man, that PlayStation 2 though. Like, it's still awkward to hold in my hands, and it's about 3 games worth playing on it that look like the way they're supposed to. Should do something about that, Nintendo. Should do something about that. Lastly, I just wanted to remind you guys again, if you haven't been paying attention, maybe because you're an idiot, maybe because you are just far too overwhelmed with all of the unprecedented psychopathic and traumatic shit going on every single day in this country alone. I wanted to remind you that we are in a fascist state and situation, and there is a withered, rust-colored lizard in office who is literally just sending the military and armed guards out to any city that he feels like he doesn't like. Apparently the girls are in DC now.
Yep. Armed.
Just armed, running around spitting, looking a goddamn fool. None of it makes any sense. It's far outside of legal, constitutional, any of the other things Donald Trump avoids. But also just really found a particular bit of frustration in, I don't remember who among the pale dumbasses who were present when he was talking about this in the past week, who said this. But someone with him in DC was saying that basically this barbaric fuckery was a necessity because people were tired of going out and, just trying to get something to eat, going out to eat and having to see crime, just expose themselves to crime.
Oh, God.
People can't even go out and get food because of all the crime on the street. I have trouble with my brain where I think about things a lot all the time. And I try to make sense of things that confuse me probably more than I should. And
especially with this
a friend of mine named Dr. Taikia once told me
Amen.
that, well, you can't make sense out of nonsense.
Correct.
And that is something that I've held very near and dear to me ever since I received that word, because it's just simply the truth. And there are other things that you can do with your time, especially when you are aged.
Could and should.
Like myself. So it's hard existing in that world because I think about statements like that and I go, well, I know there are reports that just said that restaurant owners are speaking out about the decrease in clientele and guests that they've had in their restaurants recently. Not because of crime. The restaurant owners themselves have said they've seen the numbers drop because turns out people don't want to go to lunch, dinner, and brunch and see a bunch of bald-headed, dumb-ass pigs with assault rifles marching past their dining table screaming hoorah. Headed to kill someone's Mima. It turns out people really don't want that hovering over their avocado toast. So when that's in the milk, and then you come out and you say people don't want to go to eat because of the crime, my brain, my crazy, it goes, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would this person say that? We know that that's not true because it's out. It's out there. And also, that don't make no sense. And also, that person is stupid. So I've had to remind myself, just maybe save some of that time and, I don't know, scratch Link's tummy. Right.
Right.
Go for a walk. Anything else will do.
Yeah, got to.
But yeah, many, many, many of you voted for this. Many of you sleep next to someone who voted for this. Many of you were birthed by people who voted for this. And I feel like we should address that. It's unfair that people like myself should have to waste time pontificating over this type of bullshit when we could instead be scratching our puppies' tummies.
Right. Why am I in it? Why am I in it?
This place is psychotic.
That stupid bitch is on the way out. I do believe Trump is not too much longer for this world. Did you see that bruise on his hand that they keep trying to cover up with that LA girl?
I did see that.
Yeah, what is that? Old people bruise easily, yes, but what is that? What? Especially because the White House doctor was like, he got it from shaking hands and taking Tylenol. Okay.
That's it?
Okay. Well, Tylenol is not recommended. Aspirin is not recommended for people over 70 for this exact reason. So why would the White House doctor be giving him Tylenol on a regular basis? That nigga is 79 years old. It's almost like it's something else going on.
Now the White House doctor is on the right side of history. They're like, here, take an Advil.
He was like, what y'all talking about? I'm giving that nigga Tylenol. No big deal.
Hey, buddy. How you feeling? Here's your morning Tylenol. Oh, take two this
No
morning.
worries here. Anybody notice that ear ain't scarred? Ain't no marks. Ain't no nothing. That ear is perfectly normal, like nothing ever happened to it. Did you see that clip a couple weeks ago where he talked about how he is trying to go to heaven and he heard he low on the list?
No, but I will be.
That makes that remark when he was talking about I don't know, foreign policy.
He's dying inside.
How it's mainly, he said something so, it was like, it's Russians dying. It's mainly Russian soldiers. It's not too many people. And I'm like, but soldiers are people? Do you mean civilians? Right. Dumbass.
Yeah.
But then he went into like, he feels like he's saving lives in other ways because of this. And he's trying to do everything he can to get into heaven because he's heard he's low on the totem pole. And so he's trying to do, and I'm like, that is very interesting. Do you feel like you're finna die soon? Because let me tell you something. Whatever good deed you think you're doing.
Okay, so this is fair.
This is what I'm saying. I'm rooting for that bruise to be something much worse. I'm thinking cancer, congestive heart failure. It's giving. You have to get IVs on a regular basis, and your shit is bruised up from that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
there has to be some kind of a report card up there someplace. And he said,
and you're flunking, brother. You're out
on
here.
Fox News. I'm reading this on The Guardian. He said, I want to try and get to heaven if possible. Sweetie. Spoiler alert.
It isn't.
Then he said, I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole.
Correct.
Well, someone's telling her the truth. Maybe it's God.
Maybe it's that White House doctor when she drop off that Tylenol.
Right.
Every morning.
She probably pray for him and put that Tylenol right down his gullet.
It's aspirin and shaking hands. Well, maybe he shouldn't. 80-year-old's not supposed to just take aspirin for the fun of it. Maybe he shouldn't be. No, keep going. Give him extra. Give him extra strength next time.
Everybody in that office, that building is high boots.
Yeah. It's nobody's smart. Nobody making good decisions in there. But yeah, I'm rooting for him to die ASAP.
This shit is crazy.
Oh, okay. Are you done?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Those two things.
Yeah. All right. Well, so first things first. Cardi B.
Oh, God.
Bitch.
I knew she was coming.
Bitch, if coming. You are pregnant.
This is why I didn't bring it up.
She's playing. So there's a, like I said earlier with the Tiffany Haddish.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't like when people play games to get us to stream their music or watch their show or whatever. Don't fucking play with my emotions, bitch. Either put out the music or don't. If you got to do stunts and shows and tricks, then that tells me that whatever you putting out is not quality. Because people who do good work don't have to play those kind of dumbass games. But if this bitch is genuinely pregnant, Blossom is not even 1 year old.
I think she's pregnant.
That is Cardi B.
I do.
That is some of the worst pussy management I've ever seen in my fucking life. There is no way. Pregnant by who? By who? Don't say, do not say Stephon Diggs. She cussed somebody out. The only reason I'm holding back.
You are.
Because somebody on Instagram Live was like, oh, it's giving 30 weeks pregnant. And she was like, bitch, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fucking out of breath because I got asthma. Stop trying to be funny. You gonna get blocked, stupid bitch. Stupid ass comment. You stupid bitch, motherfucker, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of fucks in there. And then she said something like, don't put that shit on me. Okay. Maybe you're trolling when you put out that video of you in that fur coat in the fucking projects and that black outfit with that belly bump. And when the video just came out yesterday of you going to court because you allegedly beat some bitch ass when you was pregnant with Culture because she was taking videos because you had been lying about being pregnant. So it wouldn't be the first time you have lied about being, remember, let me fat in peace. I was like, you know what? Yes, let me eat some fucking
that meme.
Patties and some plantain, and I just gained a little weight. Like you, it's not. It would if you are pregnant, it wouldn't be the first time you lied about it. But if you not, I might be more mad. Cause stop playing games. You're Cardi fucking B. Everybody has been waiting for this follow up to your first album. You don't have to do stupid shit wearing a pregnancy belly and being like, oh, I'm pregnant with the album rollout, bitch. Now, I bring this up because remember last week we talked about Tamar Braxton. It's been a lot of, was Tamar lying about this accident?
Yeah. She says no, I guess.
Okay. Again, I'm waiting for the facts. But if all of this, if you posted about, falling down the stairs in a pool of blood and all this
EP.
to promote an EP and some fucking Tubi movie, please grow up. Y'all, you bitches have to grow up. Have to.
I really hope that's not
Me too, because I said nice things about Tamar Braxton.
I was actually worried.
Right. And I don't feel a nice way about Tamar Braxton. Her music's fine. She has a beautiful voice, obviously. But I don't really care about her music. And I feel like most of her fans are just gay niggas who are obsessed with how stupid she acts on reality TV. So
that's fair.
I don't really have, nice things to say, but I was empathetic. And I'll be goddamn. I'll be damned if my real genuine empathy was wasted on a bitch who wants to promote a fucking album. So Cardi, bitch, just know the slurs that are going to come out of my mouth if you are pregnant again before your youngest child even turns 1 by a whole different nigga. Y'all did the same thing with Lil Nas X. Y'all said Lil Nas X was trolling, and
I was literally just about to say I forgot to bring that up.
I don't know what's going on with him. It seems like he had some sort of psychotic break.
He was definitely not trolling.
Right. That video of him in them, first of all, looked amazing in them white panties and them boots, but also looked really unwell. I actually don't know what about that video even made y'all think he was joking. Like, nothing about it seemed like a stunt to me. Why would he be walking in the middle of the fucking street at 4 a.m. with, some random person videoing him from the car? Like, why would that just really don't make sense to me, but I'm wishing him the best.
From my heart. Last
but not least, Snoop Dogg, you big old stupid bitch.
Girl, I forgot. You said Snoop Dogg and Unlocked. I completely forgot.
You fucking dummy loser bitch. So if you did not hear about this, Snoop took one of his grandkids to go see Lightyear, which I never heard of, but now I'm finna be watching it. And I guess there is a lesbian couple in this movie. 2 women who have a child. Mm-hmm. And so at some point, this baby, we don't know how old he is, says, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman if she's a woman? And Snoop is like, oh, well, I ain't come in here for all this shit. I just came to watch a goddamn movie. And the baby is like, well, I need you to answer the question, because she just said that she got a baby with her, but they both women. How do that work? And Snoop is like, eat your fucking popcorn. But talking to this girl that whoever's podcast he's on, talking about, this really just fucked me up because now I'm scared to go to the movies. Y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for. Why not?
Right.
You were on an episode of The L Word. How you don't have an answer for this?
You older than everybody.
You're 65 years old. How do you not have an answer for this? It's actually not that complicated to explain how people can have a baby without penis and vagina sex.
It's so easy.
It's really not complicated.
I would even jump out the it's easier window.
Maybe they adopted this baby. Or, I can understand not wanting to have this conversation in the middle of the movie. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you when the movie's over. Just watch it. And then, bam, we can sit here and have a conversation about how people, regardless of gender, can have a baby without smashing somebody of the opposite sex. It's not hard.
And if you're just a basic, ignorant bigot, you could just lead on. I don't know. I don't know. So they'll stop asking you and you can continue being ignorant.
I don't know. Let's look it up when we get home.
Just because you've grown up doesn't mean they're just supposed to. Right.
Papa Snoop don't know how that work either. Let's Google it when we get to the house.
I can't go to the movies anymore.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie is this? These are kids. We got to show that at this age. That's a really interesting remark. That's a really interesting remark because at this age, he already knows about heterosexual relationships and how heterosexual people have children. I'm sure you would not have been saying, oh, we got to show that at this age if it was a straight couple having a kid. So what exactly is it about gay people that made the issue so confusing and you just could not even find the words to explain to like a 7-year-old how this could be possible? It sounds like you too fucking stupid to be taking a child anywhere. They gonna ask questions. I don't have the answer. Why not? You're very old. You should know.
And if you don't know or don't want to know, again, you could at the very least answer the question and calm the fuck down. Like, oh my goodness, these are what we're showing to kids now, and the movies, and you can't even go to it. First of all, your kid has not only been exposed to heterosexual relationships and stuff like that, your kid is also exposed to other kids that have parents.
Y'all live in
and
California?
Those kids and their parents are associated with Snoop Dogg and his kids and grandkids. Oh. So the likelihood that this child will eventually meet a child that has two parents of the same gender is incredibly likely. The question's coming. You know the answer. Yeah. Why not just answer it?
I wouldn't have said this out loud because I don't think you understand how much of an intellectual flop it makes you look. I don't know how to explain that. Legitimately, why don't you? Why don't you? It isn't hard.
You're watching a movie about Buzz fucking Lightyear. Nigga, you ain't Neil deGrasse Tyson. You don't have to explain a fuck thing. Like, the baby asks you a question. You know the answer to the question. You are just... You're controlled, convinced that this conversation is this thing, or this acknowledgement, this experience is this thing. And maybe that's because your only history knowledge of lesbians is when they kissing in the backseat of your cars in the 80s and 90s or whatever, or doing whatever freak shit that you was trying to get women to do, and not looking at lesbian couples as two human beings that love one another and can start a family, even though there is no penis as well as a vagina in every case. Like,
I just know good and damn well the nigga whose music, we don't even have to talk about your music. It can't be you. It can't be you.
You look at the album covers.
The way you have talked about women, about murder, about drugs and sex, the way you have talked in your art, and now all of a sudden you don't know how to explain two women in a loving relationship who have a child? How? Gay people make you that uncomfortable at your massive age, living in California the way you do? Snoop was a chop for me anyway after that Trump shit. So this was really more of a reminder of like, oh yeah, I don't fuck with you. And I didn't know you were homophobic on top of being a Trumper and associated with all that dumb shit and doing that complete 180 on that nigga like you did. But yeah, go on and fuck yourself, bro. If you can't explain that to a child in an age appropriate way, don't take the child nowhere. Don't take him nowhere.
Nowhere.
And I do mean nowhere. Do not leave the house with that baby because you are in
nowhere outside of the house.
Incompetent.
And no electricity in the home when they're there.
You can't even stream nothing.
No Wi-Fi. No, nothing.
I'm tired of niggas being like, oh, I don't know how to explain this as an excuse for just being bigots and ignorant. That's all that is. I don't want to explain that to my child. I don't believe women should be married. I don't believe women should have kids. So I don't even want him to see that. That's too goddamn bad.
Spoiler alert, you niggas don't know how to explain anything. You niggas don't know how to express anything. You niggas can barely communicate.
Child, but Russell Wilson is corny. This is corny.
Like with anybody.
This is corny.
So.
Really don't get it. What did you think you was doing on the L word? Did you think the L stood for Long Beach? What did you think you was doing? You was on the L word looking like Lori Lightfoot And now all of a sudden you don't know how to explain to your grandson that women sometimes have children with each other. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of The Read, y'all. Follow us on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. Any more announcements or etc. from you, Kid Fury?
There was something, but I can't remember. Okay. So it wasn't that important, probably.
Well, sometimes it is, and we just simply forget.
Yeah. I think it was just like one of those, you guys check out this thing and support it. But I don't remember what it was now. I'll tell you next week.
All right, girly pops, take care of yourselves. We will see y'all next week.